Hi, in this video I'll be covering the Lambda function. The Lambda function is one of those newest functions in the latest Microsoft 365 Excel subscription. What it basically does is let you combine a bunch of functions or steps into one function. Now, for the average Excel user, you're probably not going to use this. In fact, it's said that most people only use about 10% of the features and functions of Excel. So when you hear someone mention, this is one of the best new functions in Excel, you might want to think twice about that. Most people will probably not use this function on a daily basis. But if you're someone who creates Excel templates for others to use, or just love an alternative to VBA, then this other weird sounding function is the perfect addition to your Excel tool belt. Let's see some examples on how it could be used.
So if I haven't mentioned it before, creating a Lambda function is basically a three-step function. And so the Lambda function lets you combine a bunch of functions together when you really think about it. So to enable it, you type Lambda, press Tab to complete that, and you've got the parameters or calculations. So you can put up to, believe 253 parameters. And your last parameter, I'll put that in quotes, the last argument is always going to be your calculation. So let's do a simple one, right? Let's pretend we just want a parameter x, and we want to do x plus 2. All right, anything that x does, it's going to add 2 to it. All right, anytime we give it x, it's going to add 2. When you press enter, you're going to get this calculation error, right? And that comes to our next step, which is step 2, naming the Lambda and then calling the Lambda function. In reality, we don't really need to name the Lambda to call the Lambda. We can actually just execute the Lambda by putting the x in parentheses. Let's just say we say x is 10, right? So x is 10, it's going to calculate 12. And so that is basically creating a Lambda function. And you're like, wow, really all that just to do a plus? No. And that kind of defeats the purpose of Lambda when you think about it. I'll just remove that 10 there. Because what we want to do is, even though this is a simple function, what we want to do is we want to create a name for that function. So what you really want to do is you don't want to have this function in a cell. So I'm going to scoop this up. Control X to copy it into memory. Get out of there. Go to Name Manager. Whoops. Or I can just go to Define Name. This is under Formulas. Define Name. What am I going to call this function? I'll call it add to. Right? And then here, Control V to paste. Click OK. And now I can use the function anywhere because it's not in any cell. I can just type equals add. You can see that 2 there. And just type, let's say I do 20, right? 2 plus 20 is 22. And to make this more descriptive, if people type in that formula, what you can do, let's go to Name Manager and click on that and click Edit. And here we can say adds to and input, right? Click OK, click Close. Let's go to another cell. Actually, we'll just do it in the cell, type equals add. And if I hover over it, you can see that that comment shows up. So there's some descriptive text. Click that. Let's make this, 100. So it'll be 102. So that's how we use the Lambda function. Create the Lambda, name the Lambda, and then we call it. Well, if we wanted to combine a bunch of functions together, there's actually some neat ways that we can do this. Let's go to our first example where maybe we want to convert Celsius to Fahrenheit. What we need to do is create that function. So the function to convert Celsius to Fahrenheit, there's actually a convert function, but it's not really descriptive. We do use convert, and the convert function, let's take 32 from 1 unit, scroll down here, let's find Celsius, double click that, and then convert it to Fahrenheit, double click that, press enter, and now we have 89.6. Now let's say we don't always want to put in 3 arguments, maybe we just want to put in 1 argument. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take that, Control X to cut that, type in Lambda, press Tab, and then my 1 parameter is going to be C. Let's just call it C for Celsius, comma, and then Control V to paste, right? And so instead of 32, I'm going to do lowercase c again, so because that's my X. Press enter, and you can see it asked me to close that parentheses. Click yes. It'll give me that calc error again. I already tested this convert formula, so that's fine. What I'm going to do now is I created it here. I'm going to take it out, Control X, and get out of there, go define name, and we'll just call this convert C to F. Right, and here, that's where I'll put the formula, Control V to paste, and I'll just put converts Celsius to Fahrenheit. I hope I spelled this right. Right, click OK. Click OK. Oh, I think it didn't like having the space, so I'm going to just call it convert C, press enter, click close, and type equals convert, select the second one here, double click that, and C, let's type 32, close parentheses, press enter, and I have my 89.6. And so if we didn't want to type in that crazy convert and the 3 arguments, we can just have convert C in just 1 argument. And that makes it easier for this formula. So let's try another example. And the other example is counting words. In Microsoft Word, you can count words, but in Excel, it's not as easy to count words. There's no function in the ribbon where, there's no command in the ribbon where you can count words. So we have to create one ourselves. So let's just pretend I'll just type in some words, the cat. All right, so there's 2 words here. The way that you would count these words is by using a combination of functions. And if you always had to type out this combination of functions, it get tiring after a while. You just want to have one function where you can just refer to a cell and it will count the words for you. But let's go and see what it looks like with that function. So the combination of function to do this is we're going to use the len function, press tab to open that up, and we're going to do a trim function in between, press tab to have that opening parentheses, and we're going to look in this cell. What we're going to do is we're going to close this function and we need to minus another len function, len, and we'll wrap a substitute function in there. Double click that, and we'll have the trim function in here, press tab, and we want to trim this particular cell. That's where our words are. And close parentheses. We're in the substitute function, so we want to substitute a space, quotes, double quotes, space, close double quotes, with 2 quotes, no space, close parentheses, and press enter. Let's see, it's asking for another closing parentheses, and Excel's nice enough to do that for us. Click yes, and you can see that it's 1 word. So what it's doing is it's counting how many spaces in between the words, and there's only 1 space. So what we need to do is we just need to add the number 1 to it. So in between 1 space is going to be 2 words. That's why we add another 1. So if I say the cat is brown, that's going to give me 4 words, right? So what we need to do, instead of using this huge formula, is let's put it into Lambda. And one thing to recognize about this formula is if we deleted that, it's going to bring back that 1 because there's a space there. So what we need to do is put in an if function. So if this cell, if that cell equals blank, 2 double quotes, then give me a blank. Otherwise, that value is false. Execute this function, close parentheses, press enter, and now you have nothing there. If I add something here, go back to adding the cat, now we have 2. So that's a long formula. You don't want to keep typing that. So this is a good contender, a good combination of functions for Lambda. So I'm just going to take this all the way up to there, Control X to cut, Lambda, press tab. Now I'll just call this X, because X you can refer to that cell later on when we use it. And what is going to be the calculation? The last argument is always going to be the calculation. So Control V to paste, and I put that in there. And I have to replace the other cell references with X. So that's got to be an X. A4 has got to be an X, right? And then this trim has got to be an X. And so is this one, right? Press enter. Oops, I'm missing parentheses. So I will put in the parentheses here, press enter, and now I've got that calc error. That's fine. Take this, Control X to cut, and I need to give it a name now. Go define name, and we'll call this word count. And we're going to paste it in here. Control V to paste, click OK, and now I have my Lambda function. Type equals word count. Where is it? Right there. And all it is asking for is 1 argument, and I can just reference this cell, press enter, and I've got my 2 words. Right? If I say the cat is blue, which I've never seen a blue cat, it gives me 4 words. So that's the magic of Lambda. So what we've done is we put this hairy combination of functions, Control V to paste, this function, these bunch of functions here, all into 1 function called word count, and made it much easier to delete that. made it much easier to execute because all you have is just one cell that you need to reference. So that makes it much easier if you find yourself doing the same function over and over again in your particular files. Let's go to another one. So this is going to be a hairy one. And these are all the ones I got from the Microsoft website. And so why reinvent the wheel? The articles are kind of long, but for those that are TLDR, this is what I can show you, the steps. So here we're in the sheet. We've got these two columns here. I've got my string column and I got my remove column. And so here in my string column, this first example is I want to remove anything that's a number in this particular cell. And here, I want to remove anything that is a lowercase letter. So the only thing that should be left is 2007. Here, I want to remove all these funky characters like the pound sign or percentage sign from this text. And this basically is a Grolix. So those of you familiar with cartoons and comic books, a Grolix is it's basically that thought bubble with all these characters that kind of connote some kind of like a swear word. So let's see what the whole combination of functions of commands to replace this is. So rather than typing it all out, because that's going to be prone to errors, I just copied it and I'm going to paste it in here. Control V to paste. This is the whole combination of functions in the Lambda function that do all this. So you can see there's a lot going on here, right? The first two parameters is string and remove, and that's going to be my X, Y when you think about it. It could be any other thing. And those are the inputs I'll put in there, right? The string that I want, the cell that represents the string that I want, and then the cell that represents the remove portions, the remove text or numbers that I don't want in there. The rest of it are the functions or the combination of functions that do all that. And you can see those parameters are referenced in here amongst the different functions. And the cool thing about the Lambda function is it does recursion. So for those that are software developers, you probably already understand recursion. And for those that are not like me, I had to go through it a couple of times to really understand it. And basically, we have a function that calls itself and it loops and it goes through until it's finished. And that's what the Lambda function does for you. And if I press enter here, you can see that it's not going to really do anything. There's that calc error again. But let's try to deconstruct what this is doing. And so the main portions of this function is this substitute function and this write function, right? So let's just kind of pull it out. I'm going to pull out the substitute function. Control C to copy, press escape. I'm going to do it down here in this cell. This is probably going to be easiest to see it. Control V to paste. Put an equal sign in front of that. And instead of having string, I need to reference the cell. So I'll delete that and reference the string cell here. Instead of remove, delete that. I want to reference this remove cell here. Press enter. And what is it doing? Well, it's not doing really anything because it hasn't found that first character, that asterisk in here. It does have this pound or this hash. So if I delete that, press enter, you can see now it's gone, right? So that's what it's doing. Okay, let's Control Z to undo that. Now let's go to the second part of this combination of functions in the Lambda. Control C to copy, press escape, go into my next cell, press equal, Control V to paste, and we have our remove that we need to delete. Delete that. I want to remove this and delete this remove text. I want to remove that cell there. Press enter. And you see what this function has done. It's removed the first character of this string here, that asterisk. So it's gone from there. So what the Lambda function is doing, it's going through and replacing the character. The first one is going to find nothing because there's no asterisk there. And then it's going to remove it. And then that's when the recursion comes into place. It goes back and loops and goes through and sees if the one with the hash is in there, and it's going to remove that. It's not, and so it's going to go through down the line until it gets to that pound and remove it from here. And so that's what the combination of functions in Lambda is doing. So let's see it in action. And I remember, this is one of those functions where we have the function call itself. So the function here, the name of it is called replace chars. And so I'm going to create a Lambda function called replace chars, and it's going to call itself in its own functions. Control C to copy that, press escape, and then go into define name, and let's call this replace chars. And here we'll paste that function that I pasted earlier. Control V to find that. Let's see, that was this one here. And press OK. And let's all delete all this. And so if I go in here now and type equal replace chars, my string is here. The remove I have is here. Press enter. And now it's removed all those numbers. Let's see if it does it for the next two. Drag the fill handle down. Yep, it replaced 2007. Replaced all the letters, kept 2007, and replaced all those funky characters and gave me the grolics. And that's what it did. That's what the Lambda function does. It does recursion because it called itself. And that's the neat part. But I've read that you had to write some VBA to do this, and now you don't have to do it. And you can just use the Lambda function. Hopefully some enterprising person is going to put out some libraries out there that have these weird combination of functions that do specific things and put it in the library out there and let us use it. And all we need to do is use the Lambda command to execute it. And so that'd be so cool. So there's your 3 examples of the Lambda function.
You can see that creating or using Excel functions with the Lambda function is pretty easy. The key is that when you want to put together large combinations of functions and make it easier to call next time, the Lambda function makes it much easier to use. Plus, there's that recursion capability. So you VBA 11 people may just eat that up, and Lambda could become your new best friend. To see more Excel videos like this, click the banner at the end.